Hello everybody, I am Aerith. I am playing Valorant with Omen on Pearl. So this video is just gonna be me analyzing, kind of just making sure what I'm doing is something that makes sense, but also if I can improve my own gameplay. Because no matter who you are, I think you can always improve, you can always get better, but you gotta put a little bit of effort into it, you know? So, I am playing by myself, solo queuing. And it looks like we're starting to push up A. I'm pinging right now to my teammate. Those are where I'm planning to smoke. Making some noise, walking a little faster. Since our team's getting close, I immediately start smoking for our team. We do get smoked off. So they push out, they throw the dizzy, but kind of lag behind. I peek out, die, but looks like KJ is about to get a pick. He gets a kill even though he's blind. Guys from Phoenix pushing him. I don't know why Jet rotated like that, but it is unlucky. He was mollied off and couldn't take the fight easily. I definitely do think buying your blind is definitely worth if you want to. Instead of buying a classic, you can go. I mean, instead of buying a ghost, you can keep your classic and get a blind. That honestly is a very viable way to play. I just go for the ghost because just in case we offer longer angles. Luckily, my team is able to get that for me. I kind of just smoke off here, so now they don't have to worry about looking there while pushing. I also then smoke secret or like flower. I calm to our team once main due to them killing Wingman. I do think I hear the reload, so I fight. I do think though that Gecko needs to not push out like that. I mean, he needs to not like have his Wingman just go out without having anyone else watching. I do take that pick on Deadlock because I did hear her walking towards me. I kind of just waited for a second. Eventually got the pick, which is nice. The smoke was a little bit off, and I was able to get the pick. And the KJ was able to, she was ready to trade, luckily, so things worked out. So I'm coming to my team that once we get, like, once they're close, I'm gonna smoke off Hall. I think I should have smoked, yeah, a little, like a second earlier, just because now the moment they peek, now they're gonna be seen. So I kind of just spam a little bit, see if I can get some damage off. I just grab orb because no one else is. And since no one else is grabbing orb, I'm like, might as well. I again smoke off Hall. I did get blind, unluckily, so I couldn't really see. And Reyna being kind of stuck there, it's a hard fight to win. In all honesty, I think rotating could have been the move. It's just that we had a lot of people towards a lot of defenders on B. I think if we rotated off, it could have worked. I think now I'm thinking about it, B could have like rotating B off of B could have worked. It's just that the thing is that we had no one really watching our flank. So if we had to go through our site and our spawn, we would have to like check everything, and by that time they could have someone like reach A faster than us. and all hypothetical. I hear a deadlock wall in comments by team. My teammate comms that we can get through. I kind of smoked there for Killjoy. Oh, but never mind. I don't know why I didn't smoke that for my teammate. I kind of start backing up. I grab orb because if I can get the ults, I immediately smoke there because just in case Deadlock is pushing me because she heard me get like latched. I wanna basically not let her just see me so easily. I was also debating on ulting to get bomb, but if I was gonna do that, I think I wanted to get minimally one kill first. Because 3v1 is very it's hard, especially when I'm using my ult to try to win the round. It definitely would allow me to have a much better chance, but the thing is, like, if I die, it's likely that I'm not gonna be able to win against 3v1. But if I was able to get like a pick somewhere, maybe then I can get a pick somewhere else to win against 2v1. I do think it was kind of harder since our duelists aren't helping us push onto site. We have to kind of take the fights ourselves, and that's just unlucky that the Phoenix got two on us. But I do think that we need a duelist or someone to possibly give us like a better angle. That's just unlucky that the timing on that was, but I think the Sage hurt him, so he kind of was like prepped for it. Also, Gecko losing that fight, unlucky. He did hear her, he just lost the fight on that. But I definitely think that the Sage knew that the Gecko was there, so it shouldn't be too much of a surprise for her. So in this moment, I'm walled off, but I still want to provide smokes for my team. And I am kind of worried though, someone's gonna flank me. So I'm kind of just like double checking no one's back there. I provide my smokes, and I'm like, I might be walled off, but I can still TP through. So I TP and then try to push through mid. Unluckily, Sage was ready for me. I guess she heard me, but maybe I could have pushed through market, not market, B link, I guess, to get to B side so I can help my team on B. But definitely, I think what I was trying to go for, get a kill on Sage and then back up and then run towards B site. But I definitely could have ran towards B first. I think it's just like kind of more of a preference. I thought I could have won that fight because I didn't think they were gonna expect me there. So my Jet comms that they want to fake A and then rotate B. So we are not trying to use too much util here. I'm kind of watching for Reyna. I thought she was gonna get her ult orb. Just trying to see if she pushes up, we got it. Since KJ just started alting, and we decided just full push on to A. So I'm basically watching flank because KJ turret's not here. So I'm just trying to make sure no one's trying to push against us from flank. So I decide, I hear everyone's dead. I want them to ping bomb. They ping it. I blind, and then they luckily miss, but I was able to at least get the planter, but it's unlucky. They threw a bunch of util at me. I couldn't really like I guess back out or like really like make any aggressive play towards them. I still got the kill on the clove, but it wasn't enough to win. I don't think I'd do anything differently besides maybe hold my blind a little bit sooner. For I mean, like hold my blind for a little bit later, but I wouldn't have known that Deadlock and Gecko are all throwing their like util at me. So, but at least I got rid of Deadlock ult and didn't die from it, and I was able to get a trade off like a kill on Clove. So that's not too bad, honestly. I do think this Reyna is definitely a little scared to play Duelist, and I think that is kind of worrisome because I need at least Duelist to like push up, hopefully get like a pick for the team. Now that we are both pushed out though, Reyna is watching flank. I think that is respectable. I am kind of watching towards here. I see Jets pushing up. I start. I see that she sees somebody. I kind of just peek as well, try to get the trade on her. Just making sure no one else is here. I get another smoke. I smoke off secret flowers really quick. And then I hear her blind, so I blind towards bomb. I TP to bomb. And I see and hear her pushing. I get the pick. I grab off since my teammate calls for it. I do get a Vandal in this moment, but even though it's not ideal for me, I gotta work with what I have. So I feel like early, for sure, I think this is probably like one of the better smokes right here. It's through B is on B in the hall. I believe this is probably one of the better smokes. I do it a little bit earlier, thankfully. And I do, since I have ult, I decide to ult into my smoke. I don't see anyone in here. I don't get punished. So I then peek. I don't see anything immediately. I smoke off heaven. And I peek again. I don't see anybody here. So I just peek out. I do get blinded, so I kind of back up. And I peek again. I hit, hopefully, for a little bit. I kind of immediately smoke. I'm trying to just give myself some space to work around. And now that they're pushing halls, I'm trying to just make sure they get some space. I get a kill on Sage. Get a kill on Deadlock. I reload, and then Phoenix does kill me. But luckily, that Clove couldn't smoke the whole thing. He's off bomb. He repeaks, gets the op kill. We're good. I think in those moments, I definitely think I need to maybe extend the smoke a little bit further, because then if they tried to defuse, my team from long would not be able to see uh bomb, which I think definitely could have been a risky move. Luckily though, it worked out. And I somehow got two. I'm very surprised I got two, honestly. I feel like from my position, it was very awkward and I kind of had to like, I was kind of disoriented. But this time, I kind of smoke off B again, and I want to push up through mid because I do not have my ult this time. It's not as easy to get onto site, hopefully just to be able to trade it off. I do decide I want to peek through mid. Somehow, Gecko's just waiting for me there, unluckily. I think I should have been more precautious with it. But now because I'm dead, our Jet has to kind of watch flank. Also, they don't have smokes, which makes it a lot harder for them. And honestly, from this round, I think us losing is very inevitable. I'd be surprised if we win from this state of having an op, but also having just one out of 1 against 4. I think in every circumstance you should swap guns here. From what I think there was a Phantom on the ground. I think you should have just swapped from Op to Phantom or Vandal, whatever you could find. Because when you're in a 4v1 situation, just say you have an Op, you can hypothetically get a double kill with it, but the likelihood of you, once you shoot somebody, and if they have their whole team pushing at you, you have to, like, just pray that they miss you the entire time. Or they just peek you one at a time. If they peek you one at a time, then yeah. But if they don't, if they pick you all at the same time, it might be better just to grab Vandal and Phantom in a 4v1 situation. So I'm just like waiting kind of, because I feel like Phoenix has tend to push up, and he does get the kill. I try to trade. We get the kill. I immediately start smoking towards backside because I see my KJ and Jet towards Art. I kind of don't smoke that anymore. So I do plant. I kind of just see they have op. I try to back off site. And I walk out, but I walk back in. And that's definitely my fault. I just didn't realize Deadlock's ability, her ult, lasted that long. So now I'm at least aware for future. But that was just very unlucky that the ult lingered just for that long. I never realized it lingered for that much time. So here I see bombs towards B, so and I have ult again, so I'm thinking if we're gonna push B again, this time I can actually ult back into B hall again, hopefully. So I kind of just smoke that off, B hall. I kind of make sure no one's pushing up here. I just want to see, and then because last time I was kind of worried because I was in smoke. I'm like, this time I'm gonna be out of smoke. I want to make sure no one's here. I smoke off heaven again. I smoke it off. I'm waiting in smoke, and then I kind of just I peek, but then because it happens, I blind here because I hear the Phoenix pushing. He flashes me. I luckily get a kill on him when he's ulting. I do smoke it off again, and this time I ult because I'm trying to dodge the Gecko ability. I kind of wait. He pushes me. I get the kill. I hear ult and I hear someone behind me, so I kind of back out. I timing the Sage out of the smoke, and we are able to get that round. I feel like something I need to work on is that with Gecko, Reyna, any flash that I know is breakable, I think I need to break flash. I think like for Phoenix, I think spamming is okay because basically if you don't dodge it, and if you're just gonna take the flash, you might as well spam because you're going to not be able to see. But with Gecko and Reyna flash, I think it's definitely more viable and worth it to break it first because if they whiff, you have actually a chance to see them and hopefully kill them. But if you are playing any other agent that has a flash that's not breakable, it's a lot harder to like actually get that pick if you don't spam. So I kind of just spam a little bit. I hear someone's on site. I kind of want to make sure. So I kind of re-peek from this angle. Luckily, my teammates were shooting with me at the same area. I smoke that off for them. I do see Jet far. I mean Gecko far. I kind of just spam a little bit and then I jump over this box. We get the kill, and it's 5-8. And honestly, I feel like the only games that are very hard to win, the moment you hit 10-2 half, I think those are very hard. Because then you have very little leeway to have any losses. Because you can just have one bad round and it'll automatically bring them to 11. But like the reality of it is like, let's say you lose, right? You lose pistol round. If you lose pistol round, you're most likely to lose the round next. Like it's not a guarantee, but it's more likely because they're gonna most likely have better guns than you. So in that moment, then it's a 12-2. 12-2 is just very difficult to actually win. It's still it is still plausible. It's just it really does matter a lot. Not trying to you gotta win that pistol round. Because the moment you win that pistol round, then let's say you win it, it's 10-4. Let's say they win because they have better guns on the next round, on the third round, it's then 11-4. You then have to hope you can win the rest of it and not have like a lot of bad rounds. Because the moment you lose another round, you're already at overtime. So it's just very difficult. You're putting yourself in a very difficult spot. It is winnable, but it is very difficult to get out of and win. Also with Omen, I don't think I've ever mentioned this before. With Omen, you're definitely gonna when you notice your smokes, the reason I was able to kind of preemptively put my smoke down beforehand is because when I see my timer on my smoke, when you place one smoke down, they'll give you a counter of when your smoke will reappear, like when you can reuse one smoke for Omen. Um, you can realize if you smoke off somewhere around the 15, 16 mark, you should try to start placing another smoke down so you're having like consistently a smoke down without having like anyone like have to push through. So like see now I'm gonna put my smoke down. You see the timer starting to count down. It's at 28. So once that hits 16, 15-ish, you can put down another smoke and your prior smoke should be around that time disappearing. I did do double smokes. So my first smoke at a main should be kind of disappearing right now. Yep. So it disappears around exactly at 12. It does take some time though to get your smoke down. So that's always a good tip to understand. I also do spam. I kind of back off because I'm debating if I want to smoke off main. I do just plan to just end in the end smoke off main. I hear from my team. Last one is art. So I blind it and then I peek. I get the kill. I get the gun. I get the defuse. I definitely do think, yeah, okay. I was about to say, I definitely do think I should have given the alt orb to KJ because her alt is definitely much more capable of possibly winning us around because they will have to push offside versus my alt is more like I can maybe get some info or I can maybe get an off angle or like surprise them a little bit because of my teleport alt. But they will, I think in the end, KJ alt is just much more impactful. We did bring this back. It is 7-8. It was originally 4-8, so we've been winning every single round, which is good for us. Kind of watching over here, seeing if anyone's pushing. My KJ comes to me 1A, so I just kind of smoke it off since nobody's there. We're all kind of stacked towards B. I feel like just hopefully holding them for a little bit might allow for Jet to rotate. I'm kind of just peeking mid, making sure no one's like no one's like pushing up. I kind of give that smoke to Reina so she can like rotate back to site better. Luckily, no one was there, but just in case someone was there, it is the best case scenario. I do get my smoke again. I do smoke off a main again. So I kind of back off because my teammate calls me that they're a main or like a mid right now instead of a main. So because they're mid, I want to make sure that they're not pushing B. So I'm kind of just making sure my B main's clear, but also I gotta check if my mid is clear. I hear them running on B, so I come to my team. B, I wanted to TP, maybe make them think I was somewhere. Unluckily, that clove flicked onto my head better than I could. Gecko trades it. They all push up onto site. Gecko does ult. We see one haul from that. They do wall it off. And our Jet is able to get a flank kill. Last one haul. And he's stunned due to Gecko, which allows us to get another round. I honestly do not remember if we bring this back or not. And I'm kind of surprised. Like it's 8-8 right now. It's definitely doable. I do think though that I just don't remember right now. But still, win or lose, I will analyze my gameplay because if if I only focus on my wins, how am I really learning? I need to know what not to do as well. My crosshair is kind of low. That's great. Better height for sure. I hear my teammate calm that there's at least one over at A. I kind of just smoke it off. So I start running because I realize in my mind they don't have really that great of a sentinel. But the thing is that I'm too slow and my team is already pushing out. I think I needed to be more aggressive. I do see the deadlock wall and I kind of do provide that smoke, a main again. The wall does break. I was planning to teleport past it anyways. But unluckily, Phoenix does just pick off the rest of my team. I am a little slow here. I definitely think I should either just play to get some picks, or I should have played to be just more like just like in a better position. But I think I lurked and it took way too long. Also, I did whiff on that gecko. I should have definitely got the kill. I asked for a gun. I don't think anyone gets me it, so I kind of go half armor just by myself. I do see Gecko has enough money, so I'm kind of just seeing if he buys me. I'm like ready to like just buy my full armor, but because I'm pretty sure he doesn't buy me at all. Yeah, so I just buy myself. I do tell my Gecko to stay, but he gets walled off. I do get one, and I freak out. I think I should have just waited, refreshed my crosshair basically, and basically had like a better spray. I freaked out too much. I was worried I missed just too many shots for no reason. I am surprised that the Jet just peeks out like that. Very gutsy. He gets the kill on a Phoenix, luckily. And I definitely think the moment this Jets runs out, this whole team should run. They get a pick. They get defuse off. They kill Hall. Last one, Heaven. And honestly, this KJ for holding this is kind of crazy for that. Like, that's very gutsy. They win the round. I'm just surprised that the KJ just decides to hold. It luckily works out though. Since we have KJL, our teammates come to just possibly play retake. I decide to smoke up A again. I hear some calm. And since I see my jet rotating, I decide to hang on tight. The reason I don't really rotate too much or try not to rotate as often with Omen is because I can smoke from B. I don't have to rotate to site because if they hypothetically rotate to B, at least there's someone who's anchoring so they don't get site for free. My whole team does die, unfortunately. I do get the kill on Clove. I hear the wall go up, so I'm kind of just trying to see if anyone's gonna peek me. I do hear someone drop or like pick up a gun really quick. I do try to peek them off of that moment, but then I think the Phoenix was watching for them, so unfortunately I wasn't able to win that round or I couldn't get more kills for that our team then. I do have ult here. I think I should ult for info. So when I say that, I mean I just like ult somewhere. I like kind of look around. If I get shot, I know at least someone's there. But if I look around, I'm just seeing if anyone's around me in kind of their spawn, so I can see if they're pushing more towards A, if they're pushing more towards B, kind of thing. I do see Reyna pushing out towards A, and because of this information, I have to assume they're either mid or B. The moment I hear anything B, I immediately just smoke it off because the likelihood of them splitting is very low, just because we have so much like coverage everywhere else. Arena's able to get hopefully a kill there. Oh, she misses on the Phoenix. Or luckily the Killjoy is able to trade it off. I kind of wait. I kill the wingman. I kind of smoke it off again. It's a little off, I think, that smoke. But I think I was in a rush, so I kind of just like waiting for anyone to peek. I unfortunately got swung way too much. And I think due to this Killjoy, he's waiting because he's worried about Phoenix. He saw Phoenix was mid. He doesn't know if Phoenix ran towards B, if he's just late lurking. I think I understand his concern. I think what he needed to do was grab his utility back sooner so he could then get so he can watch mid with his util instead of just watching with himself. I think he needed to take off his util on A site because I feel like we should have known by that point that it was going to be a guaranteed hard push towards B instead of worrying about A. Yeah, I think that might be the best move in that moment. He gets he grabs his util like off of A. He waits for it to reload, but he kind of walks towards B. He places it down and then kind of peeks out with the team hopefully by that moment. I kind of play back here. I don't really like playing back here too often, but because I have cheap guns and I see Jet peeking for me, I kind of just rotate off because I'm like, no one's pushing here. I'm trying to make sure our team can have some util of smokes. I smoke for them. I kind of rotate. And I'm like, you know what? If we're going to have to win this round, I need a TP and make a play. So I TP behind them, trying to get them, catch them off guard. Kind of just walking since our whole team's kind of there. And unfortunately, I just do not win that fight. The Gecko turns around and gets me. I do think if I got that Gecko in that moment, we maybe could have won that round because I felt like the Gecko definitely had some more impact after that moment. But yeah, currently waiting. But yeah, if you guys ever have any suggestions on who you would like to see, just analysis in general on, or just like any of my insight on some characters, please let me know. If you have a specific map in mind as well, I can try to then play them on that map as well. Just leave it down in the comments. Just let me know what you're thinking on. But yeah. So I hear a lot of people towards B. I smoke off
main. I kind of just spam a little bit. I do get a kill. I kind of back off so it's not obvious where I am. I kind of try to spam in the same area because I know Sage has to res him where he died. I just didn't know where that was. I kind of smoke it off again, seeing if I can find any angle where I can maybe see somebody. Unfortunately, the KJ does die. I do smoke again. I hear Phoenix pushing out with his flash. I try to get some damage off. But yeah, as it stands, it's a 1v3, unlikely for us to win. But yes, thank you for watching guys. GG's, and hopefully you learn a little bit about Valorant.